Off. Over there doing it down, boy. I wish I could fly unto a place relax your mind, and I will fulfill your fantasy. Do it now, nigga. Hey, look. Love my city, love my people, love our slang, love my culture, love what we do. Southside run it though, y'all motherfuckers already know. Wild Hunters in this beast. White Pullman. I say white Pullman because, you know what I'm saying? It's white Pullman. It used to be all Latin Kings and Mexicans and shit. Sprinkled in a little bit of Negroes. I was a little bit of Negro that was in there. And then shit, niggas, we took over a little bit, and then whites took back Pullman. It's mighty white over there. The one thing I love my mom for, you know what I mean? We were all around the country and shit. We moved to Chicago in 2001. I was like, what, 7th grade. Got introduced to the shop. You know what I mean? In its full form. But I'm glad I lived in Pullman. I hated when the Kings was there because they was on my ass. But I'm glad those days are gone. No more running from my life to the house. Trying to explain to my mom how it's a Latin fucking gang that runs this neighborhood. I just happen to be GD, which is a gang that they kill people, you know what I'm saying, literally kill people for being and shit. So, like I said, I couldn't wear my favorite color, which was blue. I couldn't, really bang my hat the way I wanted to. I did at school and, away from the hood. But soon I walk past that light, I'm talking about soon I come across 111th. You know what I'm saying? So when I go across 115th, 113, 18 South Champlain, man, for life. That was childhood career, man. I really want childhood because I came to the Chi as a motherfucking teeny bopper, man. But look, enjoy where you come from. Enjoy your story. Enjoy your story. This looks like the mask in this demo. My mask in the situation. Before I begin, like I said, enjoy your life. It's yours. Take ownership in your life. It's yours. Enjoy the mistakes. You know what I mean? It don't make no fucking sense to look on your past and shit on yourself. What's the point of flogging yourself once again looking in the past? Like you beating yourself up about the past, that's not going to help anything about today. You know what I mean? You acknowledge the past, but you don't dwell in it. You don't live in it. You live in the now. We really can't even bank on the future because, like I say, any of us can go today or tomorrow. This whole world can blow the fuck up tomorrow from an asteroid or rogue planet or some shit. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Masking. Kicking the shit on off. Enjoy your life while you have it. You can say anything from this message. Enjoy your life while you have it. All right, let's kick this thing off. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is shit lining up. This is also a 90% Pentacle-wise. And it's just like, man, things are lined up for you, Divine Masculine. It's part of your life right now, Masculine, and here you are. King of Wands. That's the king of actions. King of behavior. King of movement. Because you're always doing shit, Masculine. You're always doing shit. You're the King of Pentacles. Like the Pentacles is your realm and department. It's the reason why you do so many damn actions, so you can get shit. But this shit right here, it's much different. Now, 9 of Pentacles in my deck. I'm going to get real in depth with these cards today. 9 of Pentacles is a step after the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a harvest. That's your whole life in a card. What did I say in the beginning of this reading? Love your life and everything in it. This 8 of Pentacles, that's your life and everything in it. Now, when your life and everything in it starts lining up for the next phase of this, which is the 10 of Pentacles, what's that? That's 2 people coming together like butt cheeks. That's you and another person lined up in your life. That's a person securing a position in your life. Permanent position in your life. You're a Divine Masculine. So anybody you lining yourself up to put a permanent position in life, make sure it's another divine like yourself. Make sure it ain't no karmic. Make sure you ain't just dinner with anybody. Make sure you smart enough to even know how to screen people in 2020. Make sure you're smart enough to know that you live in the real world and not no fucking fantasy world where, I don't know, everybody's supposed to have your back. You have no enemies. You know? You're your star player. That's the overall energy. Make sure you take care of you. Shit is lining up for you. Literally. Things are lining up for you. It's been like this all week. And the end of last week. Things in your life. You're divine masculine, right? This is your reading, right? Shit is lining up in your life. Make sure you prepare yourself for what's to come. Oh, shit. Bottom line, which is very important. You got the Two of Wands, which is your role. We have you and your role, overall energy, bottom line energy, you and your role. What is your role? To survive. What is that? Just making ends meet. Well, I'm doing that all my life. That's nothing special. Yes, it is. Especially to the person you're Two of Wanding the Three of Wands for. Like your divine feminine. Her purpose is a Three of Wands, but it's your job to Two of Wands, her Three of Wands. You might not seem like you got purpose now. You might not seem like, I don't know, this shit is great right now, but once you, I don't know, 10 of Pentacles, once you and another person, what's a pentacle? It's a person, place, or a thing. You was just here, lined up. But really, this ain't you with some shit lined up. This your divine feminine with shit lined up. She's just waiting on you. So going back to the overall energy, shit was already lined up for you. All you got to do is enter the equation. Bottom line, once you enter the equation, boop, boop, you'll be doing your job. And your purpose, and your role at the same fucking time. More smoke! Knight of Cups. And during this whole little process of you, I don't know, finding your role in life, finding your purpose in life, finding your place. It really ain't purpose because it ain't the Three of Wands. Two of Wands is just you fulfilling your role. Thus you finding your slot. 10 of Pentacles. You just fit. You finally fit in a situation in life. You finally click with someone, someplace, or something. And you're fucking ecstatic about that. Knight of Cups. That's the Romeo and Juliet card. It's just young love, puppy love. Love that's very huge and real big, but love that will fade away. The higher you go up in the spectrum of cups. What's cups? Those are your feelings and emotions. What are feelings and emotions? It's just indicators of what mental direction you're going in life. You found your role. You kind of finding your place in life. And all this shit sits well with your heart. That's the bottom line energy. This is a person who's finding purpose, finding life, finding their soulmate, twin flame, divine reflection. Complete. 10 of Pentacles. What's that? You're completing your pinnacle processes. Ace to 10 is a pinnacle process. Karmics go through that shit all day. That's a karmic pinnacle process. What's a pinnacle? That's a person, place, or thing. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. Shit is physically there. You know. Say you wanted to manifest something. You wanted a job. So you went through a few pinnacles to really, you had to get 10 pinnacles basically to manifest you getting a job. It took you, I don't know, paying money to go to the place. You know, paying somebody, I don't know, gas to take you to and from your job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot that went into you getting a job. You know what it's like getting a job? Two of Wands, that's a job. Two of Wands is a job. That's a 9 to 5. Like, you know what it's like applying for a job. You know what it's like to, like, the process of getting a job. You know what I'm saying? This is you being, like, physically on your job, or you finally nailing that job that you wanted. Personally, you wanted. So, coming to the situation, masculine, you got the 7 of Wands. This is internal conflict. As usual, you hop in your little masculine mode. Usually when good things happen in your life, you feel, I don't know, internally conflicted by it. 7 of Wands. This is internal conflict. 5 of Wands is outside conflict. 2 of Wands is survival. Now, when it comes to internal conflict, a lot of people don't deal with it. Karmics don't deal with internal conflict. They either skip this to the next step, which is the 8 of Wands, which is just communicating like things are fine and dandy where they're not. Then they get to the 9 of Wands because that's the wounded warrior. And if you don't really deal with your internal conflict, then you're not really going to heal yourself. You're just going to keep coming back to this point right here, unless you just do what most karmics do too. They take 2 pentacles, do whatever the fuck they gotta do to survive, and just take these 5 wands and throw these shits and litter it amongst the world. So where now you got landmines and ticking time bombs and junk. That's basically the earth is littered with. The earth is littered with other people's problems. Your car hit a fucking pothole in a street that you can't see because it's raining. Somebody wasn't on their job. The construction nigga wasn't on his job to make sure this street lasted. I mean, like it's a chain reaction. You're paying for your car. Otherwise, you're gonna have to sue the city, go through a whole bunch of bullshit that you really ain't got the time, energy, and resources for. It's cheaper for you to fix your own fucking car than you to wait to get any type of, I don't know, payment from the city due to the fact that they're not on their job. Like, it's litter. Somebody chose not to work today, or chose not to clean up your block, or clean up that branch that's sitting in the middle of your street where you can't go nowhere. You trapped in your own fucking community because your own fucking town. Can't really blame it on the mayor. Government, yo. Township government ain't on their job. Like I say, when people don't deal, if you don't deal with, it's like you're a mayor of a city, but you don't deal with its internal conflict. Mayors do it all the time. They just do their thing, and then the city looks the same as it was before and after the mayor left. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's internal conflict. You can't keep painting rust. You can't keep sweeping dirt under the rug. Eventually, you're gonna have to clean up this mess. And mess looks like, it's a mess inside of yourself. You're gonna have to clean up. Why? Because every time some good shit happens to you, you downplay it, or you don't know how to reciprocate it, or you don't know how to take it, or accept it, or acknowledge it. That's some shit you're gonna have to work on. Why? So we don't have to revisit this shit again. It's a lot of shit that keeps getting revisited because you don't want to deal with it. Eventually, you're gonna have to deal with it, so we don't have to deal with this again. Whether that's something your feminine keeps reiterating, or you getting your feminine foot fucked up all the time, you just really don't get her. That's the problem. You don't understand your twin. I mean, and then when you finally understand your twin, it's like, oh, it's like, yeah. You know? What are wands? Actions. These are actions that you've done in your life. These actions you're doing in your life. This is behavior. This is old behavior, past behavior. This is current behavior. This ain't shit you finna do because they're actions. You ain't done them yet. So whatever you're doing in life, make sure you're doing it to the best of your ability, or at least trying to do better. Like I said in the beginning of the message, make sure you appreciate your life and everything in it. Make sure you live in your life while you're here. I said live in your life. You don't want to just exist. Living and existing are two different things. Moving on. Next person here got like a square. This energy is masculine. You personally, coming into your situation. You got the devil card. Now, like I said, if you had checked out what I was reading before this, it's just called clickbait. Just click on it. It's just a big general message. It ain't really. This is general messaging. I'll let you see it for yourself. Dropping a lot of jewels on there. The point I was making over there was, hey, I got a God card. Like, what? What God? Like, what God card? Like, is there a God? I googled that shit. Like, is there a God card in the tarot deck? Hell no, ain't no God card in the tarot deck. I don't know why. I got one though. It's the King of Swords. But you got the devil here. The only reason I put the devil on my deck is, number one, it made the most sense. What's the devil card in my deck? It's addictions, past behavior, you being chained to somebody being chained to you. That's physically, that's spiritually, it's emotionally. It says the actual devil, which is part of our earthly trinity. It's the devil, Satan, and Lucifer, who are from 3 different places with 3 different agendas. You know what I mean? And they're 3 different people too. And it's best to know the Trinity instead of just the devil card. But it's more than just the devil in my deck. It's like God is more than just God in my deck. You know what I'm saying? It's angles be coming here. It's a trinitized deck, number one. And I gotta acknowledge the devil's a card because, like I said, the devil ain't always all bad. Just like God can be bad if you come out in the deck. Because like I said, God ain't no wrathful, vengeful God. But like I say, God do God smacks. God will smack the shit out you if you ain't on point. If you go in a total opposite direction of where God at. God works in mysterious ways. Only people who walk by faith and not by sight and truly know and understand God understand what a God smack is. You know what I'm saying? But going back to this devil here, gotta pick another card to really solidify what it might be in your situation right now. Masculine, and it is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is power, dominion, authority, courage, valor. You know, A for anything you need is the loading chamber in the matrix. Anything you need. You can A for attain through ascension. Say that shit one more time. A for anything you need can be attained through ascension. What's ascension? That's going up. That's what this Ace of Swords is. It's kind of like the North Star. It's where freedom at. Well, we know where freedom at, but it's going to be steps to get the freedom. We're going to have to figure out how to get the freedom. Then we're going to have to go past the point of no return and actually going there. That's the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. Becoming this devil, you just rise above the devil. Why? Because the devil is not up. Once you hit the last atmosphere of this third dimension, the devil ain't welcome nowhere outside of the third dimension. Period. You talk about business, you talk about purpose and shit. Man, we talk about God, you know what I'm saying? The devil's not welcome where God is. God is in the fourth or fifth dimension. The vines are in the fourth or fifth dimension. The devil's not welcome up there. All the shit that I kick from my channel is like literally being a Zion broadcasting messages to the Matrix. That's what this is. Like, you know, half the shit I do on this broadcast is pre-recorded, so it's kind of like I'm recorded in the Matrix, going to Zion and uploading these messages and shit, because the shit that I do here is shit that I can't do in Zion. Smoking and all earthly shit ain't welcome in Zion, but I am a human being, and I must be some Matrix doing a broadcast. It's like I'm Trinity in the Matrix doing a fucking broadcast. That's what this shit is. Sometimes I do it in Zion, sometimes I do it here. I can do that. Divine. You know, I'm way above the devil. Why? Because I know who the devil is. That's your enemy. Like, we don't have enemies in life. Because what's the enemy? We don't have those. We're divine people. Divine people don't have any enemy. It's the opposite of love. It ain't hate. It's fear. If you hate anything or fear anything, it's because there's no love there with it. I don't fear the devil. You know what I'm saying? I fear just not getting closer to God. I fear not being on purpose. I fear not being divine out here. I fear not getting this broadcast out. I fear a lot of things. Mainly my mother and God. But it's a healthy fear that I have of my mother. It's a healthy fear that I have of God. It's no fear that I have for this energy. Why? Because I'm above this energy. See, the thing is, this energy is above a lot of y'all. Thus, it has power over y'all. How does the devil get in? Through your thoughts, your swords. What's your thoughts, your ideology, your mentality? That's the devil's doorway, your mind. Not through what you feel, not from shit you doing, not from shit you have. That's part two. So masculine, watch what you entertain. Make sure you rising above the bullshit. You got fuck ass friends who still ain't grew up yet, leave them alone. It's about that time. Welcome to the party, pal. Fuck ass relationships that ain't going nowhere. It's just pinnacle based and that's it. You ain't getting no type of growth or spiritual ascension from the shit. Leave that shit alone. Old jobs, old churches, old places, old faces. It's time for you to get anew. You're going up. Higher you go up anyway, the less people that's going to be around. Welcome to the party. Now, you in regards to the feminine energy, masculine, while you're on this journey, it'll pay to have, I don't know, a nice feminine to keep close by. More smoke. They the ones. It'll pay to have a nice feminine close by. Somebody you can talk to, get information from, kind of help you with this Ace of Swords, especially when it comes to this devil. You know, power, authority, dominion. It's like my twin flame demo. Like, when I first met my twin, me and him were very close, and me and him talked like a lot. The way I call him now for little shit all the time is the way he used to call me all the time for little shit in the beginning. Like, man, I don't understand MLA format, man. How do you download whatever? Like, what is a jump drive? Like, we met in college, you know what I'm saying? So I was helping this nigga get computer literate, book literate, like really helping this nigga. Like a fucking parent helps a kid in school. I didn't graduate, he did. You know, but it was like little shit. They'll just call me, hey, what is this? How do I do this? How do I do this? All right, look, this is how you do it. Ooh. Going all the way out my day to do shit for him. Now it's like future, other shit. Hey, nigga, my car, I smell this in my engine. What's this, nigga? Like, I got my house now. So it's like, all right, nigga, what's this? What do I get for this? All right, credit, nigga. All right, how do I work for this shit? Like, how do I, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's an affinity. It switches, it goes backwards. It's different, especially when you ascend it. All that matters is as long as this person you're close to, who you talking to, who you getting instructions from, who you trust. You obviously trust this person. It's a feminine too. Obviously you trust this person. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise you wouldn't share half the shit you share. Whoever this person is that you got close, keep them closer. Appreciate them. Because it's going to play a key role in the karma to all that. It ain't karma, it's just mystery madness. So you keeping this feminine that's close to you even closer. We got the King of Pentacles. This is ownership. This is a CEO. This is a magician also. An alchemist also. It's a person that can manifest whatever the fuck they want. A master manifester. That's who you are. You're the King of Wands. So that definitely makes you the King of Pentacles too. You know what I mean? Now, more smoke. Eight of Pentacles. This is your whole life in a card. You are the master manifester. That means you can manifest anything you want in your life. Any pinnacle you want in here, you can manifest. Here's your whole life in a card. What you need to do now is what you have in your overall energy. You personally, King of Wands, need to line your shit up. Shit is already lined up for you. But that's just your twin flame demo. You talk about your life. Eight of Pentacles in a card. You're going to have to line shit up to make room for another person. The way that person made room for you. Because all they're doing is what you're doing now. Look at the Eight of Pentacles. That's your whole life in a card. Look how messy it is. It's like a fucking garden. You're going to have to till it. You're going to have to line shit up. You're going to have to prune shit. You're going to have to get shit lined the fuck up. Make sure you do that. This is your whole life in a card. And you're a master manifester. And final smoke on that, Knight of Pentacles. This is a red card. And this is a warning. This is also an feminine energy in your mystery madness. It's like it's like my fucking master. I tell them every day, yo, you the shit basically, bro. You powerful as hell, bro. Like, you a master manifester, man. You a magician. You a psychic, nigga. You everything, nigga. Like, you can really create your life. Like, you ain't stopped living yet, boy. Like, you finna, nigga. Like, you don't even understand, fam. Like, you can create the life of your dreams. Like, nigga, I can do it. You can do it twice as nice. So the nigga, say that shit. I can do it. You can do it twice as nice, my nigga. Like, for real. Like, you're just gonna have to take an account of your life. That's all I did. What matters, what don't. What I need to focus on, what the fuck I need to leave alone. You know what I mean? Where I need to be, where I don't need to be no more. What I need to have in my life, what I need to keep the fuck away from my life. Now, you hearing this shit, you a master manifester, you an alchemist, you this, you that, how good your life is. But it's like, you feel you at a Knight of Pentacles, you still need grooming. There's still shit you need to learn. There's still something you need to pick up on. Like, that sound cool, but you was at a King of Pentacles. You don't need to drop back to a Knight of Pentacles due to whatever the fuck you're looking at in your life. You ain't lined shit up yet. It's like your fucking room is junky. What happens when you clean your room? You find shit. Damn, I forgot this was here. I forgot this was here. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for this for months. You see how much dust is in your room. You see webs, spider webs you didn't know was there and shit. Like, little shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, clean house. It's time for you to clean house, man. Because going into your energy personally, we got a self-imposed prison. Eight of Swords. What's a self-imposed prison? That's a false ideology. It's just an ideology you need to get rid of. That's not helping, or it's even any type of logic for this day and age, for this time of the world. Just because the world changed don't mean you change with it, but you do, how can I put this? Flat earth theory. It's people who believe that bullshit, they're in a self-imposed prison. Jesus Christ ain't the Son of God. Self-imposed prison for some. Well, some people think I'm in a self-imposed prison from, I don't know, buying into it. It ain't buying into it. It's just, like I say, reading, awareness. Like, it's the story. It's what you take out of it. It's the meaning you take out of it. The subliminals you take out the shit. You put yourself in a self-imposed prison thinking that story don't have any meaning. You know, it's like thinking outside the box for once. Leaving your old way of thinking alone. It's like, I don't fly. You flying now. Oh, I don't smoke. You smoke now. Oh, I don't go out partying and shit like that. Well, you turn up one time. Okay, bet you thinking outside the box. You ain't switching your shit up. You're just thinking outside the box. That's natural. You have to do that every once in a while. Otherwise, you will be in a self-imposed prison, stuck in the same ideology and mentality that you had from the beginning. And where's the growth and development in that? Just thinking somebody got your back when you're supposed to have your own fucking back. Just thinking somebody's supposed to take care of you. And you take care of your own fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking you ain't got to put no work in the situation you in. It's like, I'm asking with this shit. Nigga thought he was going to slide around and not be on deck. Nah, nigga. You want in, you got to put that work in, boy. Hey, you ain't got to do too much. It's already lined up for you, player. You're just going to have to line your own shit up. You're going to have to, you know what I mean? Rise above this devil. Holla at me as much as you can. He's following these actual things. Everything is in his reading. Like I said, he's at the point where he's just going to have to line his own, his harvest up. It's the shit in his life. You're going to have to line it up to add more. Got to take away too, but yeah, your own back. You got to put work in. Don't ever put yourself in a self-imposed prison thinking anybody owe you anything. That's a karmic thought. That's a karmic thought process. It's a low-level energy to have, thinking people owe you shit. Like 40 acres and a mule or some reparations that I think the government owe me or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. I might owe my ancestors that shit, but the government don't owe me shit. I do me. I don't niggas stay the fuck out my face. We good. Like, I can handle my goddamn self out here in the world. Most people can't. And then you got people who are self-imposed prisons thinking they're handling business when there ain't no business getting handled around this motherfucker. People that live in a fantasy world. That's a trap you putting yourself in because you ain't living in the real world. And when real shit happen to you, all it's going to do is make you lose your fucking mind. You can lose your marbles in the world. I'm telling you, I work at mental facilities. I work in healthcare for years, dog. Like, you can lose your marbles in the world. Okay? Your mind can be a pinnacle too. It's a sword, but it can be a pinnacle. It's an actual brain. Makes it a pinnacle. Don't lose it. It's also the boogeyman effect. Like I say, you wear a t-shirt thinking it's a bulletproof vest. Totally oblivious to your environment, which you can't be. That's a mental thing. Make sure you mentally know where the fuck you at. Make sure you mentally know where you live at. Make sure you mentally know who you serving. Make sure you mentally know what your purpose is. Make sure you mentally know who you dealing with. You know what I mean? And then you go to another notch with it, as you're supposed to. Moving on up like George and Wheezy, going from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. Once you get out that self-imposed prison, you're going to have to deal with not having them bars. If this was a zombie apocalypse, Eight of Swords would be, this is masculine, you in regards to yourself, all mental. If this was a zombie apocalypse, this is like The Walking Dead when Rick and them took over the prison. Just like any closed space, just like any place, okay, that you go for shelter or whatever the fuck. If there's no substance in there, you're gonna have to move around. You will die. Eventually food's gonna run out. Eventually there's not gonna be no clean water because you buried all the goddamn dead bodies and the little blood and DNA from the goddamn bodies is seeping into the well water and shit. We can't drink this water. There's too many dead bodies around this bitch. There's too many zombies around this bitch. They're eventually gonna break in here and kill us all. We only got enough food for 2 people. It's 12 people in this bitch. I think it's time to go. Well, what the fuck do we do? Hey, last stand. We gonna snatch these gates. Well, I don't know, y'all niggas cut some trees down, put some lumber down to keep the the zombies at bay and kill whatever zombies do get past the little wall y'all got. Y'all take the metal from the gates and shit, and y'all use them to make weapons, swords, stuff to stab zombies with. Why people make makeshift guns and shit? Like, create weapons. Why do you need weapons? So we can move. We stayed in a solid position in these walls to protect us from what's outside these walls. But guess what? There's no substance here. You have to go to where substance is. Thus gives you the divine feminine's role. Divine masculine, you're a masculine. You got a cape. You're a super nigga. You ain't a regular super nigga, but you're feminine and super nigga too. She moves just like a queen moves in a chess game. You move like a king move in a chess game. You're the king though. You're the king though. So you're like Rick, but you giving orders to a specific feminine who know how to handle shit around here. So it's like, divine masculine, your job is the Two of Wands, which is out here, bottom line. All you do is support the supporter. Your number one supporter. Who's your number one supporter? That's your divine feminine. What is divine feminine's job? To find substance. You don't know how the fuck the feminine can find shit. She a psychic, she a witch, she a wizard, she a alchemist. She can do a lot of shit that you can't explain. That's your feminine though. You know what I'm saying? It's like you protect your feminine. It's like you keep the lights on here. It's like two tiki torches. Your job is to keep light in this space so the feminine can work. Do whatever the fuck the feminine do to get y'all the fuck out of here. Alright, bet. It's a place. She's looking at a map and shit. It's like, alright, it's a place. And you a thinker. So you're thinking about it. It's like, alright, it's this old factory that's over here. I'm looking at the geography, and too many people can get to this place, given the fact that we ain't that many people and we're all able-bodied. We can make it to this location. What we're going to have to worry about is this, 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 and this. And that's where you come in. You're like, security, nigga. You're head of the security team. It's like, listen, I'm only giving y'all motherfuckers orders, but it's got to be executed right. You know what I mean? So feminine would be like a general. Well, I'm asking you the king, but you're a king who like fighting in battle. So you're a king that fights in wars, but you basically go off what your general will tell you. Feminine takes us. She's a lighthouse in a sea for ships to come into. Like I said, it's cool having this area lit up, but we gotta get the fuck out of here. So if Divine Feminine gets us here, we was just here. Divine Feminine gets us here. Boom. Then, boom, we get here. So we make like 3 power plays to where we're far as shit. Now we're in another place of substance. Now whatever the fuck we did at the jail, we can do here. But remember, it's only limited resources we have. Once we chop down all the trees, once we kill all the food, once we drink all the water, you have no substance here. We're gonna have to rotate. Feminine's job is to find a place of substance. Masculine is your job to make sure the feminine does that. Saying all that shit to say this. You gotta know your role. Not saying this is you, this is your role. You gotta know your role. Sooner you know your role, sooner you can focus on what matters. And everything that don't, you'll notice a distraction, and you know that's some shit you don't need to be on. Moving forward. Onto your future energy, you got the 4 swords. You and your subconscious energy, or mystery madness energy going to the future, you got the 4 swords. This is just being in your head. Or too much rest and relaxation. Or really just trying to figure out what the fuck your next move really gonna be. 7 swords. Secrets. 7 swords is secrets. Cats coming out the bag. You keeping it 100 with somebody. Somebody keeping it 100 with you. Something in the darkness coming to the light. Or you finally finding a new place of light. It's the equivalent of, like I say, y'all took the gates down from y'all compound to make guns. But you're a little stressed. What's the 9 of swords? Losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight the wrong way. Of course you're scared. Because you're moving in the, I don't know, zombie apocalypse with no gates. You outside. You got guns to protect you, but you can't make too much noise because then you're going to have a whole drove of zombies. You can't really sleep because you're basically sleeping in a log with a fucking rifle, hugging a damn rifle, making sure that you don't have to use it. You're sneaking around till you get to a place of substance. And it's like, seems like all is lost. You the masculine. You don't know where the place of substance is. Only the feminine know that. But until you get the location, or until you see the location, and not only see the location, you got to make sure the location is perfect. Like masculine, you're your feminine's biggest critic. Feminine can have an answer, you still doubt her. She done brought y'all to 3 places, doing whatever the fuck that she does. She's obviously doing something right. But you're one that, I don't know, over critique her. You can be she be he, you know how we rock it. How you know this is the right place, you know what I'm saying? Like how you know we got this time. Like, it's just like, why ask why? Like, I'm just doing my job, just do yours. Like, it ain't about me, it ain't about you, it ain't about us, it's really about them. Like, we're the super niggas here getting people to new places of substance. Fuck. You acting like I'm one of these motherfuckers following you or some shit, or one of the followers. Like, we're the leaders here. It's a 24-hour job being leaders. There ain't no breaks, there ain't no days off. And my personal opinion is what feminists be on. It's like I'm doing way more work than you. 3 of Wands, masculine does 2 of Wands. So what's the problem? What's the problem? Final card on your message, masculine. Be happy. Damn. See, that's what makes this too funny shit. This too funny shit. Only your masculine will take something good, something else. That's something else. Fight happiness. Fight feeling good. Fight emotional contentness. Like Kanye West. He'll be rocking out somewhere, just popping the music and shit, and he'll just be smiling. Kanye West got that smile. You know, he broke his jaw. He got a new, he got like a cyborg jaw and shit. When you catch Ye smiling, you know it's gotta be nice if he's smiling. This motherfucker broke his jaw. Anytime y'all Kanye crack a smile, that should be a good thing. What Kanye do? So look at Kanye catch niggas seeing him smiling, he that's how he look too. He be like, nah, nigga, you get none of this, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't finna figure out what I'm seasoned about. Like, you know what I mean? It's like just be happy. Quit trying to be tough. It's like I was eating a popsicle at work and some nigga said some shit, oh, nigga, you whatever. I'm like, nigga, I gangsta can't eat a popsicle, nigga? Like, damn. Are you on gangster patrol over here, nigga? Like, shit. Let me be me. Let me be happy. Masculine, be happy. Learn a lot from your feminine. Your feminine is happy being exactly who your feminine is. Him or herself. That's something you can learn from, is to be yourself. That's the message I got. Hope I can be of good use. Let's see what this feminine message talk about. Un momento.